For now, note that the new Honda Clarity fuel cell is far more efficient than even the previous model Clarity, which was pretty darn efficient itself. For a quick refresher, a fuel cell is basically a stack of membranes through which hydrogen is forced. The membranes separate electrons that go to a battery, which then powers an electric motor that turns the front wheels. The only byproduct of this process, as Honda loves to point out, is water. Glug, glug. With the new Clarity, Honda made the fuel cell stack itself 1.5 times more efficient, so they've been able to reduce the number of cells by 30%, making the powertrain assembly smaller than a V6 gasoline engine. It's so much smaller that the stack, motor and controller now all fit under the hood. The previous model had the fuel cell stack located between the front seats. The 1.7 kWh lithium-ion battery sits under the front seats, while two hydrogen tanks sit under and behind the rear seat, tucked in between the frame rails, or something that looks like a frame rail, since this is still technically a monocoque. Pressure in the tanks goes up in the new model from 5,000 to 10,000 pounds per square inch, which gives you that 366-mile EPA range. All that compact efficiency means the Clarity offers seating for 5 and class-leading luggage space, though the class consists of only the Toyota Mirai and Hyundai Ioniq. That efficient system produces 174 horsepower and 221 pounds-to-foot of torque, up 30% and 17%, respectively, over the previous Clarity. Maximum motor speed is also up by 500 revolutions per minute, to a peak of 13,000 revs. Just tell your buddies your car redlines at 13,000 revolutions per minute. That'll freak them out. Then change the subject. Using a handheld iPhone on a flat road at sea level, we got a 0-60 time of 9.2 seconds. A Mirai we tried on the same stretch of road on the same day got 9.4. Those aren't exactly scientific figures, but they're close enough. Sadly, all this serenity is reserved for only a handful of buyers in the greater Los Angeles and San Francisco Bay areas and one or two guys in Sacramento, though we hear they're having a little trouble with their hydrogen station in Sac. Even if you do live in those metropolises, you can't buy a Clarity, you can only lease one, which was the case with the Honda Fit of a few years ago, another compliance car. Clarity leases are $369 a month with $2,868 due at signing. But you can still get a $5,000 government rebate, and Honda gives you 20,000 miles on the lease, plus another $15,000 to pay for hydrogen.